Good morning once again, and welcome to the Haven Financial Group radio show. Thanks for listening. Feel free to give us a call at 612-504-8400 or visit us online, havenfinancialgroup.com. All kinds of retirement tools on the site, some fun stuff, recipes. You can share information. You know, we try to have as much fun, Kim, with retirement as it is, rather than it can get a little stuffy and stressful. And you know, we want to have some fun with it. And at Haven, we do have fun, even though we take it very seriously, because before you know it, these retirement years, every week I hear, I can't believe we're this close to retirement. How did we get here? And,
Right.
you know, I'm starting to say the same thing myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I just said to you, I can't believe we're in the middle of February. So
You got it.
Yeah, time certainly does fly. We want to talk about rebuilding those emergency funds. You know, what I want to talk to you, I want to hear what you tell your clients when maybe in their early retirement years, something happens, like you said, the roof has to be repaired, or, you know, one of the kids needs some help, and they start to deplete those emergency funds, but they're early on and they've got to replenish that. What are some of the steps that you suggest? How do you guys advise your clients to keep those emergency funds flush?
Well, first of all, we're going to find out where all your finances are really sitting. You know, are they in IRA money? Are they in Roth IRA money? Are they in the savings account or checking account, money market, CD, whatever that might be? Because there's differences with allocations, and maybe you have to start reallocating some of that. You know, shifting it around a little bit, maybe shifting your investment strategy, considering this to replenish that emergency fund, because maybe the car broke down, you had to get a new vehicle. I had that last week, I think twice. Or one of our staff, the furnace did go out. And that's not a good thing in Minnesota in the middle of winter when it's 10 below zero. So those are big line items that can just, well, we had 50 grand in the savings and now it's 10.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you start? Where does the funds come from? Again, might be reallocation. You know, it's tax time. If you're one of those that gets a tax refund, and we could get in a conversation, is that a smart move or not a smart move? But if you are getting a refund or a bonus or an inheritance or some unexpected windfalls of money, maybe directing that towards the savings account, maybe that makes sense. So analyze the budgets. Are there certain things you could cut out? It can be eye-opening. It might not be something that you want to look at. Oh, my goodness, we did spend $500 at Starbucks last month. Was that really necessary? Well, of course it was if you're asking my kids, but I beg to differ a little bit. So analyzing that budget. Yes, the word budget. I know we don't like to talk about budget, but that's where we might, you know, see some things. The old saying, small leaks sink big ships. It can actually sink it really, really fast.
Absolutely.
These are all ways to replenish that savings account. But first, you have to establish that I really do need that, and it really does make sense, because especially with the volatility of the markets, which we've seen over the years, the last thing you want to do is the markets are down, and now you're selling off holdings that are in a negative position or in a down position. So there's a whole variety of reasons why you want to maintain a high level of liquidity, maintain a certain level of risk, depending upon how that fits you, and then also principal protected investments. So at Haven Financial, we're going to look at all the options to make sure you're in a balanced, diversified, efficient position. One other way that I sometimes don't think about, because I don't know why I was thinking about it. Actually, they're talking about doing away with the penny because it's costing us more than it's worth. Maybe it's selling off some unnecessary assets. Maybe that is a coin collection. Maybe some collectibles of some sort that have been collecting dust for several years. Or, you know, I hear this one a lot. You know, people retire and they go, you know, what about a part-time job? Maybe because you don't want to, but maybe that's going to free up a little bit of extra spending money. You know, I see people, work at the golf course so they get free green fees,
Right.
Or just extra spending money.
Larry, let me interrupt you for just a second and ask you about that, though. People who are maybe thinking about doing that, maybe they're thinking about doing it because they just need something to do. Maybe they're thinking about doing it because they need that extra spending money. That's something that they definitely need to speak to an expert like yourself, though, before they jump into that, right? Because there is a ceiling there and you can't go beyond that, correct?
Yeah, there's some income thresholds when it comes to Social Security that you're going to, especially if you're not to full retirement age, which is based upon your birthday, for many 66, 2 months, some odd months, or 67. So, yeah, you want to have a conversation so you're not going over these thresholds where it's actually costing you more than it's worth.
Right.
Because then you're going in the opposite direction. You're doing something hopefully positive and it becomes a negative, and you want to avoid that. I'm amazed at how many people do like Facebook Marketplace, or I don't know if Craigslist, or maybe I'm dating myself here a little bit, but just putting things on and people buy this stuff. I'm like, I mean, we just sold so and so. Where'd you sell it? Facebook Marketplace, really? I'm not one that's on the internet that doing that stuff, but there's a lot of people that are. That can generate some cash. And as we're in tax season, that we always talk about forward-thinking tax planning for retirement. And a lot of times the fourth quarter, when we look at Roth conversions, doesn't make sense based upon our income in that given year, and to fill up that 12% bracket. And we'll do either an IRA to Roth conversion to fill it up, or we'll look at what is your savings plan? What does that look like? Is it a little lax? Is it a little bit low? We'll do an IRA distribution and deposit that into your savings to replenish it that way. So these are the little, not little really, these are the touches that are so important that we give to our clients, to those that we sit down with, because life, we get busy and all of a sudden then we forget. And then it's, like I said, middle of February, and then it's fourth quarter. By us having contact and having conversations throughout the year, not for 30 minutes, not for once a year, not for twice a year, we don't miss these opportunities. And it's not on the client to have watch the calendar. We're doing it for them so they don't miss these opportunities, which I call unforced errors that shouldn't happen and don't happen if a good partner is looking out for your best interest.
Absolutely. 612-504-8400. If you're in the market for a good partner, the folks at Haven Financial Group would love to hear from you. You can come in, sit down, free consultation. There, you could just ask questions. And Larry will also tell you that they have a number of educational seminars that they present in the Twin City area. You go to havenfinancialgroup.com. And there you can find out more about some of those educational seminars. Some of these, Larry, are, first off, you don't have to be a client, but they're free. But some of these are about, topics that people just have questions about. They don't maybe even have to have full on help. They just need to ask some questions.
Oh, we had very good attendance at Prior Lake this past week. Maximize Social Security and Taxes. We'll have that class around the metro here. Just go to our site. You can see the venues and the times. There's good materials provided at all of these. And again, there is no cost. And there's no catch either. Sometimes people go, oh, they're teaching us. What do we owe them? You owe us nothing. Kim, we do help a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, through these educational venues. That is no secret. Haven Financial Group, an independent advisory retirement firm here in the Twin Cities. Yes, we also get to we're referred a lot by clients that have had a great experience and continue to have a good experience. So there is no secret, but you don't owe us anything. We owe you the education, and I believe in the industry, we do owe you the education, so you can make the decision, educated decisions on what you want to do, if nothing, because nothing is always an option. I don't think it's a very good option, but we'll take you through our proprietary process. And again, no matter what, if you have a little bit or a lot, you're going to get the attention, and you're going to get the feeling that, you know what, we actually are listening, because we are. We're not too good. We're not too good. We're not a stuffy environment. We never will be. But check us out. 612-504-8400.
And it's havenfinancialgroup.com. Be sure you go there. A whole host of subject matters in these different educational seminars. Again, they are free, but they do book up pretty quickly. They would like to have a head count. So havenfinancialgroup.com. Check it out. Maybe you've got some questions about Social Security, some insurance questions, some maybe, estate planning. There are seminars on all of those different topics. So be sure you check it out. All right. When we come back, why the years right after retirement are so vulnerable. We're going to walk through that and much more right here on the Haven Financial Group radio show.